There's a baby here with me. One of my children. He's a cinnamon roll. Welcome! It is contest critique time. My favorite part. First of all, if you're new here, howdy. Crystal K reporting in today / tonight. Essentially, my whole vision and dream and hope with my channel is to bolster younger artists and get their name out there, because I really desperately wanted that when I was starting out. So these contests essentially are an art trade. So every quarter of the year, I will basically give the community half of my artwork. You guys, we ideally would finish the picture together. So I do still plan to finish this, I just haven't had time. I've been all over the world with so many things. I've been just crazy busy, and I'm so sorry for the lack of really good content. Thank you all for your patience. Hopefully by this summer we'll get back to things, and we'll have a lot more time. But anyway, if you would like to have your art featured, or would like to have a critique about your work, these contests are essentially the place to do that. Essentially, if you want to take my sketch and my line art and color it in or do anything you want to it, essentially for specific pictures, I am giving you full reign and faculty to do anything you want to this. And so long as we're all respectful and loving and trusting in this community, I'll keep doing them as long as I can. Just credit your sources is all I ask. So we only got one entry this time, but the best part is, if you are the only entry, you get the spotlight. So we're going to get started with our entry for this day, which is Glass. Oh, welcome back, Glass! Welcome back. Yeah! Okay, so two things. Before I talk and say anything about this, we're going to do it twofold, which is we're going to talk about the picture, and then Glass, as awesome as they are, also did a speed paint. This is their second time participating in these contests, and they offered a speed paint as well of the process, and we're going to take a look at it and do a little snippets of play-by-play of some of their highlights and moments, and compare notes, because there's a lot of stuff that can be learned from each other. We're going to do our due recompense, but first of all, we got to shout out the colors! Oh my gosh! Yeah! The temperature, it's freezing in here. It's so cold. First and foremost, really quickly going back to the sketch, you'll notice I added some horns to Noelle. She has like a different kind of horn than she does in the game. And this person totally embellished it and went in a totally different direction, which I love, 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 love. Anytime somebody goes out of their way to start fresh, that is one thing I can deeply respect about Glass's work. These contests usually are a starting point for, you guys, if you want to get started on something and you just need a place to start. It's always easy to color in my line art, but the whole point of these contests is for you to take my work and finish the narrative in your own way, create your own story and make it original. So what I love about how they approach these contests is they basically go in from scratch and start over and completely do their own thing. Same theme, same idea, same narrative, but their own version. It makes it unique and it belongs to them now. It's not mine, it's theirs. So that's the goal, is to take this and just create something completely original and from scratch from it. So deltaruning aside, I just need to praise how well you captured that energy, because it is a story-driven piece. And I gotta give you kudos, because you, my dear, added Birdly. Birdly is not in my version. The picture I gave you has no Birdly in it, which is kind of backwards, right? It's kind of the whole point of Snowgrave. We end up with somebody possibly getting frozen to death in the game, and I didn't include him. What will I do with him later, though? Anyway, beyond that, I love that Birdly is the meme character of the game for the most part, next to, I guess, Queen, but it takes completely a different tone when you see, like, the fear. You can't see his full face. You don't have a full grasp of his reaction. All you can see is this, his eyebrow, which gives you just enough information to know, oh, he's in trouble. And Noelle is staring directly at him like, I don't want to hurt you, but I have to. And there's so much that's not said that is very clearly communicated in this piece. Another thing I have to comment on as well, I love the way you're framing things in this piece. There's a lot of breathing room that gives us space to lock into Noelle and Chris's lack of expression. And it's very clear where my eye is going, and that's another thing I like to see when you're talking about composition. Your reads. When I close my eyes and open them the first time, what is the first thing that comes to my vision? Noelle. Her eyes. They're haunting and frightening and terrifying, and the light source being underneath her as well as Chris. Everything is basically is right in the center of the frame, and it's very clear where my eye line should go. I see Noelle, and I see where she's looking, and I see what's going to happen next. Even if I have no idea what deltarune is or have any context for the story or the game, I have very clear understanding based on where posing is and form. I know what's the feeling of the story gets across to me. So that's really powerful. And it's almost like that Dutch angle. If you don't know what that is, it's filmmaking. Basically, if things are like ever so slightly tilted, it's a skew and it makes the reader feel uncomfortable. The viewer just feels a little bit more uncomfortable. It adds to that tension feeling. So that's another thing that really is working very strong for this piece. Everything is just a little bit tilted at this Dutch angle, which is adding to the unease of everything. I'm rambling. I'm really trying to search for things to say that are not positive, but I just don't have anything. It's just gorgeous. And it's also late at night, so I have to be hush hush, but I'm excited. So anyway, I just want to give you a huge round of applause. Just looking at this picture, I'm so proud of you. We're not done yet. I want to also make sure we take a glance at this wonderful speed paint that they made. This lovely, you need to see, they made an animation. So I'm going to just be quiet for a second and let you enjoy this for just a moment. Yeah. Yes, very good, very good. As somebody who's not animated for beans, by golly, I have so much respect. So, one other thing I will say, this Lovely and I have been in contact. We've been talking via email, and I won't put all of her dirty laundry out there, but she did admit that this picture, she had a lot of ideas for it in the very beginning. And I hope I'm using her pronouns correctly, she, her. I'm sorry if not. I apologize in advance. But the excitement was why they were able to create this thing as fast as they did. So I'm going to jump around because I want to make sure we cover this whole piece, but I do want to also add, if you are a creator and you make art, speed paints is entirely the reason why I got into what I do, because it just teaches so many things. It's really helpful. Sure, we can all enjoy the final product, but the whole point I love about speed paints is it teaches you the process. The entire journey is it's displayed so you can see 90% of everything. Ooh, I'm gonna jump a little forward in time because this video is about 20 minutes. However, I want every single one of you to go watch this all the way through. I've already seen it, and it's fabulous and wonderful, but I also want to make sure we get to the good stuff because there's a lot that we can unpack. So I'm going to keep going. Ooh, so this is something I really wanted to see. Line work is my personal favorite part of the process, and it's probably the part that's taking me the longest right now. I have not much to show, so I can't really show anything right now. But I have immense respect for people that do line art because it's one of those things that it's either very natural to you or it's one of the hardest things in the world and you hate it. I don't have a solution to make you hate it less. I just can offer you tips of what's worked for me. But I do like their approach, which is thick and thin kind of lines that if you put a bunch of them together, you can kind of compile like this scribble effect, which is really nice. That I miss, like it's like old Disney animation, the Dalmatians, the Aristocats, right after that that Disney golden era when they had to cut back on pencil mileage. It just really does create another texture and look to it. Oh gosh, I'm gonna pause real quick though. Look at these action lines up here. Look at how beautifully that just draws your attention up. And also the action lines are gonna dictate. There's so much chaotic energy. It's not just her horns, it's the force of the ice going through, like the icicles are literally pushing. Oh, sorry. action lines dictate so many things. It tells you a lot more information about a character and how they're feeling. And ooh, Chris has got guns. Oh my. Next up. And please, by all means, lovely, if you're here watching this, comment on your process, because we can always learn from, we always can learn from each other. So yeah, this is what I was going to say. I tend to use the swatches of the game characters first, and then I'll block in colors later, which we'll probably get to. So I'm going to jump a little ahead. Oh yeah, the swatches. Everyone's so... Oh, perfect! 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 Look at that! I'm going to go back. Okay, so we have their base colors, right? And then look at what a multiply layer does. Is it on multiply? It's on color. Oh, they're messing around. Oh, we messing around. Oh, fun. A normal layer does a lot too. I think it's on multiply. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Oh, and then we blur the lighting of the soul. Yummy! Oh, lighting. It makes me so happy. Oh my. I'm sorry. This is just ADHD, this show. Putting it on ad as well. Now that's yummy. That's scrumptious. So I'm going to also point out, color-wise, I find it really, really interesting that they chose to use red and blue as their predominant colors for light. Because blue and red, they are primaries, they're not complements, so they don't exactly go opposite in the color spectrum. However, when you set red to not multiply, to add, it looks orange on blue. Anybody notice that? Which is blue's complement. Just me thinking out loud, I don't know. Oh, and then yes, going over the line art with another color, which also just blends everything in together. So here's where I think, yeah, they had lots of ideas, so I like that. And then I think she changes it. The Snowgrave capsule is behind them, not on Birdly. What are you gonna do next, class? We're getting to the end here in the wire. Oh, powerful ice sculptures. Yes, adding to it. It makes me happy. It makes me smile. They made ice by just blocking and erasing. Effects tutorial coming soon. Woo! Alright, I'm thinking we're down to the last few minutes, so I'm going to just let this play out and see how they finish it. We're getting close to the ending. They got rid of the icicle. And then they shortened it. Wait, how much did they cut off? Chris had legs? It was 11 by 17 probably previously. It was 4 by 3, and then they made it square ratio, 4 by 4 or 3 by 3. Is this Krita, by the way? Oh, the texture. Oh yeah, it's very subtle, but it adds a lot of texture. Oh, that chromatic aberration, just a little bit of the red and the blue. Ooh, look it up if you don't know what it is, but it's like that Technicolor effect when you see a little bit of like blurring on the color spectrum. Chromatic aberration. It's really fun. Yay! 19 hours! I wish my art took that less. I wish I could finish art in 19 hours. I think it took me 19 hours to finish just the sketch. Yay! I'm so proud of you, sweetie. This looks phenomenal. And I hope you had fun and I hope you were proud of this. So first and foremost, go watch that lovely speed paint all the way through and give them a huge, huge, huge round of applause. Go tell them how fabulous they are because they deserve it. And we are only as strong as each other. We got to gas each other up because sometimes you're your only fan and we need more than just one person loving your stuff. So go tell them fabulous job and congratulate them, and hopefully you'll be able to participate in the next contest. I deeply apologize though if you have no idea what deltarune is. I don't know why you're here, but I do eventually plan to get to other fandoms and things. Deltarune's the niche right now. Sorry, not sorry. What is on the docket for going forward? I do have some tutorials planned, which affects being the next one on the docket. Basically, blood, water, paint, fire, earth, the avatar elements, essentially anything that's not line art. Everything that comes after the line art process, once color is in, anything that's like force. I'm going to make a tutorial for that. Maybe clothing if we care. I don't know. I don't really have much to contribute that other more talented people have said. So, really, it's just making a bunch of lines until something looks decent. But if you want a clothing tutorial, let me know. But the next thing I was going to say is going forward, the next contest being June is most likely going to be Lightner's Live. I wanted to do a contest to celebrate Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4's first anniversary, since we almost had to wait like 6 years for the first chapter. So, the second chapter, I mean. First year anniversary of Chapter 3 and 4 will be Lightner's Live, aka Raise Your Bat. If you have Raise Your Bat covers and remixes, please pass them on. Let me know. Comment in the comments. And then I'm going to essentially try to start that one sooner rather than later. So what's going to happen most likely is I'm going to try to do Raise Your Bat, Lightner's Live, and Snowgrave at the same time. So I don't know how I'm going to set it up, but I'm kind of behind with things since it's just been all over the place crazy with stuff. So I don't know when Snowgrave's going to happen, but I want to get to Lightner's Live, and essentially I'll be just dropping Draw With Me's of both parts of the process as I go. I have not touched the sketch for it. I have nothing to show at the moment. But I do want to get that started sooner rather than later because I feel like we might hear something about Chapter 5 from Mr. Toby, and I want to be at least somewhat close to finishing that, because if I get anything for Chapter 5, any previous plans get thrown to the wind. That takes precedence. But if we hear nothing from Mr. Fox, probably the next few pictures will just be wrapping up what I've already had. So definitely Lightner's Live, June, Snowgrave at some point as I'm finishing it. I want to take a little longer with that one, and that one's probably... I think Raise Your Bat won't take me as long because it's a little bit... I have big plans for it, yes, but technically I don't think it'll be as long of a picture to wait for because I'm going in a different direction with it than I have with previous pictures. I'll talk about it as we get there. I'll just make you wait and bait. But yeah, so Snowgrave and Raise Your Bat are going to be probably created around the same time. And if we hear nothing from the Fox, I just want to do posters for each chapter. I've already given Chapter 4 a ton of stuff. I have plans for Mr. Tenna. That'll probably be next. But nothing really for Chapter 1 and 2 unless we're counting Snowgrave, which is like a hybrid of Chapter 2 and 4. So we'll just go in order of Chapters 1 through 4, from least amount of artwork given to most amount of artwork given. And if whenever we hear something about Chapter 5, maybe we'll get there, maybe we won't. As well as I want to do live gaming streams. I would love to finally play Deltarune. I have not, and I have so much shame for it. I feel so bad. I really love this game and I've not played it. So we're going to hopefully have a gaming stream day when I can finally just play Deltarune and we can catch up before Chapter 5 comes out. So that'll be fun. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to the Glass who participated. Go gas them up and tell her she's wonderful, and subscribe to her fabulous channel. And as well as if you haven't participated in a contest or are new here and you're finding me for the first time, please consider subscribing. There's a lot coming soon. I haven't had much to get to in the moment, but we offer more than Deltarune here. We offer tutorials, we offer Draw With Me's, basically everything that I create I want to pass on and share with you guys. As a note share, it is my goal to basically make my whole entire art process and journey as transparent as possible. So if you have questions about anything in my process, if you watch Speedpaints and you're like, how did she do that? Ask me and I will hopefully have an answer. And then lastly, if you want to participate in these contests and want to have a chance and crack at trying to share your work, please, consider participating for the next one, for Lightner's Live. And then last but not least, if you missed the contest, all of the contests will be available via my Patreon. So if you would like to color in the line art for, say, certain pictures, but the line art wasn't available, you can go buy it on the Patreon. It just won't be free like it was when the contest was live. So after the fact, you'll basically be able to purchase whatever sketches and line art I had for the contest pictures for you to mischievously get your fingers and mitts in for learning purposes, of course. Just credit your sources is all I ask, and respect your creators. So anyway, with all that said, PLD, keep playing, keep loving, and keep dreaming, and I'll see you guys next time for hopefully a lot more things. So until next time, ciao for now. Mwah. Bye, Anara.